The Euphrates River, once the lifeblood of Southwest Asia, has reached a historic turning point. This mighty waterway, the largest in the region, has shaped civilizations for thousands of years. Alongside the Tigris, it formed the beating heart of the ancient world, nourishing early cities, empires, and vast stretches of fertile land known as the Fertile Crescent. For millennia, the Euphrates gave rise to some of humanity's greatest early cultures. Settlements grew along its banks as far back as 4,000 years before Christ, home to the Sumerians, the builders of Mesopotamia, the legendary Babylonians, and the powerful Assyrians. Both the Tigris and Euphrates together helped create the conditions for the rise of the Mesopotamian Empyrea civilization, often called the cradle of civilization. These rivers were not just sources of water. They provided food, supported farming, and allowed for the growth of great cities and trade routes. River settlements became centers of power, culture, and innovation. Over the centuries, the Euphrates continued to supply vital water to the Middle East, sustaining generations. But in recent years, a dramatic change has swept across the region. The Euphrates River, once a wide and lively ribbon of life, has slowly dried up in many places. This is the result of both natural and human forces, the construction of dams, canals, and dikes, as well as decades of water being rerouted and drained for military and political reasons, particularly during the late 20th century. The devastation of the marshlands, once covering tens of thousands of square kilometers, led to the loss of countless plant and animal species, and even the local people, the marsh Arabs were, forced to abandon their ancient home. After the early 2000s, efforts were made to restore the marshes and let the waters flow again, but the region never truly returned to its former glory. Climate change has only made things worse, bringing erratic rainfall and rising temperatures. According to government reports, both the Tigris and Euphrates could run completely dry by the year 2040. Already, the south of Iraq is facing severe droughts, and communities are being forced to leave their lands due to a lack of water. Yet, as the Euphrates recedes, it has begun to reveal things long hidden beneath its waters ruins, ancient settlements, and even mysterious caves. Some see these discoveries as a window into the deep past. Others see them as something more, a sign that ancient prophecies are coming true. In both Islamic and Christian traditions, the drying of the Euphrates has long been foretold as a sign of great change, or even the end time. Several hadith sayings attributed to the Prophet Muhammad speak of a time when the Euphrates will dry up, exposing a mountain of gold. The prophet warned that when this treasure appears, many would fight for it, and almost everyone who does will perish in the struggle. Soon the Euphrates will reveal its treasure, the mountain of golden. Whoever is there should not take anything from it, the prophet is reported to have said. These warnings have sparked much debate and speculation, especially as the river continues to disappear. Christian scripture also features the Euphrates as a river of great importance. In the book of Genesis, it is named as one of the 4 rivers flowing from the Garden of Eden. In Deuteronomy, God promises the land between the Euphrates and the Western Sea to the descendants of Abraham. But perhaps most famous of all is the prophecy in the book of Revelation, which speaks of the river drying up to make way for the kings of the East as a prelude to the Battle of Armageddon, a final, apocalyptic struggle between good and evil. Recent droughts and the visible retreat of the Euphrates have caused some to see these old prophecies in a new light. As ancient ruins and lost settlements emerge from the mud, there are those who wonder, are we living through the fulfillment of these predictions? Or is this simply the result of human choices and environmental change? Whatever your perspective, there is no doubt that the drying of the Euphrates is an event of enormous significance. For local people, it means profound change, farms abandoned, villages lost, and a way of life under threat. For archaeologists, it is an opportunity to uncover and study sites hidden for thousands of years. For people of faith, it is a moment that stirs memories of stories and warnings passed down through the generations. As the river continues to shrink, more secrets are likely to surface, perhaps treasures, perhaps forgotten cities, perhaps more evidence of the rich and complex tapestry of human history along the Euphrates. What would you do if you found yourself face to face with the river's hidden treasures? Would you heed the warnings, or would curiosity win the day? In the end, The story of the Euphrates is not just about water or prophecy. It is about change, survival, and the enduring link between humanity and the land that sustains us. As the world watches the fate of this ancient river, one question remains. What will rise from its empty bed, and what lessons will we learn from its long and powerful journey?